Hello, patrons. How are you? It's Tony coming at you on a Wednesday night, day after Valentine's Day. I trust yours was good. Mine was great. Um, I'm just doing this as a quick announcement. I've got more work coming down the line. I have been very, very busy with a project, and it's a project designed for you all, and I thought I needed to take a moment to talk a little bit to you about that project. Um, it's something that I had to make a decision on. It's the reading that is next Thursday. I have it at 7:30. It is open to patrons, and I've also opened it up to pay-per-view for people who are not patrons for $10 a month or up. $10 a month. I'm sorry. For people who want to pay $10, I am really tired. Not functioning greatly. Uh, I've recently noticed some issues with my voice that would seem to indicate that I have a hangover effect, a long COVID effect of a type of dysphonia, which is a change in my voice. So if I get a little hoarse or get a little hacky, it's because of that. Hopefully it'll go away at some point. Anyway, um, next Thursday's reading, the 22nd at 7:30, I will be doing a live reading via Zoom. The Zoom link will be available to everybody within the next day or two. And it's going to be a very different type of reading. And there are some of you who probably already have figured out what's going on. But I have decided that because of the medium that I'm doing it in, I need to be a little more forthcoming about it. Because otherwise, it's just a mystery. Many of you may remember that at a distant point in the past, I staged a few readings that were what we called rip-up readings, or what I called rip-up readings, in which I created an entire set of work and delivered it on stage in a room where nobody could record it, nobody could take notes on it. It was a live performance, at the end of which I destroyed all the copies of the poems that I read and never read them again. I destroyed all the computer files. I destroyed all the evidence of them. The event took place strictly in the one live moment. That is what I am planning to do next Thursday, and I'm planning to do it via Zoom. The reason I've decided, and I didn't tell anybody about these events before I did them. I've done 3 of them. And the reason I decided to come out and just tell people this time is that I think I wanted to do it because of the nature of the medium, the television medium, the computer medium, the live interactive medium. And it's going to be exactly the same as I said. There's going to be a reading of poems. I've got a set in progress. It's one of the reasons you haven't been seeing a lot of progress from me or material from me out there is because I've been working on this set of material. I'm very pleased with it. I'm very proud of it. But I also have to go on record as saying that I think the Zoom medium and my inability to rely on an existing reading to come in and feature at it has made it difficult for me to really give you everything that you need to know about this to make you want to go. Because I've heard very little interest in this one way or another. So, with that in mind, next Thursday night at 7:30, I will be delivering a rip-up reading in which I will be reading a set of poems produced strictly for that night. It will not be recorded. The copies of the poems will not be available. They're gone after the reading. I'm very pleased with it. I'm very pleased with the progress of the set. But when it's done, it's done. And I'll explain more about the philosophy of that closer to the event. Right now, I'm going to put this video up on Patreon. I am going to make it public so that people who might be interested might want to go. Everything else remains the same. If you want to go, let me know. The link will be made available to all patrons next week, immediately prior to on the Wednesday prior to the reading. It is at 7:30. It'll be here, hosted on Patreon, and you'll have a link, and you can go through Zoom to get to it. I'm excited. I like the work, and I'm curious to see how it translates to the digital medium, which is part of the reason that I am revealing that I am doing it. So with that in mind, thank you. I hope to see many of you there, and onward.